Hello, hello, my beautiful sacred masculines and anybody else who finds their way to this channel. Welcome to another episode of Deep Penetration with Star. It's been a few minutes since I put one of these out, but I've been in quite a period of transition after being abroad on pilgrimage for 2.5 months, and it's just been quite an interesting re-entry back into the States. And part of what I'm moving through right now is the dissolution of the dissolving of a previous relationship that I was in. So that is just always it's never easy. It's never easy. So this is, we had been together for some time and then split up and took a break and did some of our own inner work, self-work and such, and then thought we were at a good place to come back together. And turns out that I don't feel like we really resolved some of the core issues that were present initially. So so again, having to let go of that relationship, and it's just really sad. It's really sad. So I'm just trying to move through, and yeah, I just haven't been as wanting to share, I guess, or I don't know. But I thought today I was listening to a Joe Dispenza YouTube, and it was talking about just move forward, acting as if you have nothing to lose, everything's great, it's all good. So I was just like, you know what, you're right, I don't need to wait till I'm in this perfect place to record a video. So, and I know that other people are moving through loss, regardless if that's a relationship or loss of a job or career or other people in your life. We're in such a powerful time of transition right now that there's just a lot of shifting and changing, and sometimes we're growing beyond our relationships, the current relationships that we've had, or friends, family, lovers, partners, husbands, wives, moving just maybe one person's growing and the other isn't, or you're just growing apart or something. And that's just happening right now because there is so much elevation of our consciousness, evolving, just moving into new ways of being and new ways of experiencing our lives. And so not everybody stays in our lives, so we have to let go. And yeah, that can be very painful, very painful. So I just want to honor that pain, honor the loss that many of us are moving through on so many levels. And I guess I didn't turn my phone volume down there. Let me do that. One moment, please. Okay, all better, thank you. Yeah, so just honoring any loss that we might be moving through, and doing self-care, allowing it. I've been holding back tears, and I just want to let go, and it's not always easy. We don't just get to tell ourselves when it's time to grieve or when it's time to cry. It feels like something kind of blocked. So after I do this video, I'm just going to allow myself to sit down more and just kind of move into it and feel it if it's time. So any ways that you can take care of yourself, allow space, not try to push yourself too hard, and anything in that nourishing self-care. Journaling is a really powerful practice. It just came through again. I'm on this self-pleasuring thing, so that's a beautiful way to just honor ourselves and our bodies, and connect with ourselves and love ourselves and cherish ourselves. So I always say yes to self-pleasuring. That's just where I'm at right now. So that's bringing that in. Yeah, because it's ultimately the connection and the union is within, right? It's this the feminine and the masculine within. That's the union we want to be in, and then we can connect with people, have those nourishing, healthy, beautiful, fulfilling, passionate, sexy relationships we want with others, but we have to do that inner work first. And so yeah, and sometimes that ends in separation, because, well, a variety of reasons, but so anyway, I just want to honor that for us, anything that we're moving through. And we're going to go to the cards, because in this show here, we check in with the cards and open to any wisdom that wants to come through. So yeah, I don't feel like super fully articulate right now. Normally with deep penetration with Star, we get really deep into a conversation, but I'm just kind of at that place right now. But I just, again, wanted to honor that for myself, for us, for you, for whatever might need to move through, and just open up that space. And yeah, let's see what the cards say to support us on our journey of loss, grief, evolution, spiritual growth, ascension, whatever we're moving through. So thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, Father, Son. Thank you to all the planetary energies that support us so beautifully, all of our archangels, spirit guides and helpers, spirit animals, plant spirits and allies, all of our powerful sacred feminine, sacred masculine energies that support us so beautifully, ascended masters. Thank you for holding us, and thank you, cards, for any wisdom that comes through to support us in our process right now and in our journey, and honoring that sometimes that means loss. The journey includes loss and grief. Thank you. Let's see what they have to say, what comes through. That's beautiful. I think we'll do one more. Well, 2 came out. What's on the bottom here? That's beautiful. First, we've got here the Knight of Wands, which for me, it's a very passionate, action-oriented energy. So as I'm thinking about this as it relates to grief and loss and what we might be moving through, maybe harnessing some of that energy to put into your passions, and what are you passionate about, and why are you moving forward? What is so passionate in your life that sparks you to move forward and to let go of what isn't serving, and maybe where do you need to let go of something that isn't serving? Maybe you're in that process right now. So I see this card and I think of like harnessing my energy to put into my passions. It was like this video right now where I was just like, I just kind of wanted to like crawl in bed and like, ugh. It's just like, then I heard that Joe Dispenza, and it's just like, no, like harness this, connect with others around it, just put it out there. It doesn't have to be perfect. So and yeah, again, it's an action card, so I find that really interesting. He's also looking backwards. The other knights are moving forwards. This one's going back. So maybe honoring the beauty of the relationships that you had, whatever losses, honoring your path, honoring the journey, and what got you here into this moment, and honoring the fact that you are moving into your passions. You're getting strong in yourself. You're knowing yourself. You're ready to make big positive changes, to step into your passions, to live a more passion-filled life. The things that we let go and leave behind are ultimately not supporting us to be strong in our passion, and otherwise they would stay around for the journey, right? So honor it, honor the fact that it's just time to move forward. You know, it's time to move forward, and it's beautiful. Then we have the high priestess energy here, which is that gorgeous sacred feminine, and it's all about our intuitions and wisdom, and just honoring that, honoring what you know for yourself to be true, honoring these changes, and allowing our intuition and our feminine energy to guide us to move forward. and listen to our bodies, listen to our hearts, listen to what is right for us, and how do we honor ourselves, how do we take care of ourselves, and allow the messages to come through and the wisdom to come through. You know, there's reasons that the endings are happening, and really look to the positive aspects of this. And yes, there's grief and there's sorrow and there's sadness, but we're in our hearts. We know it's time. These shifts, these changes, these losses are ultimately supporting us in our highest good, ultimately supporting us in our highest good. And at some level, we know this. And then this is the Three of Pentacles, where they're working together. It's collaboration. So where can you connect with others that support you in your process and that are on the same journey, you know, like-minded people that are moving through as well, and that honor where you at and what's important to you, and how can you reach out to others to get support in what you're doing and what you're moving through. Just like this video, it's just like, I'm just going to put it out there because I know other people are moving through as well. And grief and loss is messy. It doesn't have to look perfect. We don't have to do this just right. You know, it's part of our human journey. It's part of our experience. So honor the losses, reach out to others, connect with people, and maybe I'm hearing like, fill your mind with positive things, with things like, I'm listening to Joe Dispenza and other the Sophia code right now, which is real powerful initiation, activation, sacred feminine energies, and so much wisdom, speaking of this high priestess card. So I'm just like flooding myself with really positive things. So, and that's not to like bypass the grief and sorrow, not at all, but just to keep myself filled with positivity, and reminding me of my passion and my purpose and why I'm making these changes. Because it's really easy to just be like, oh, why am I doing this? What's happening? It's just like, no, remember, this is all good. Move into your heart, listen to your heart, and you know. So trust yourself, trust the changes that are happening, trust the losses, trust the movement, you know, whatever that looks like for you. And maybe this has nothing to do with anything external. Maybe it's your own process, your own things that are falling away, that once were important to you, and now you're just like, who am I, what's happening, what's going on? There's so much change, and I don't have my ground yet, like, because we're kind of in this portal where a lot is falling away, but we're not quite into the new world either yet. So it's just like, we're kind of like, where do I find some solid ground here, you know, where? And then that just flashed in, you know, we have this South Node moving through Libra right now, which is clearing out a lot of unhealthy relationship patterns for us. So, you know, you might be relating to this at that level, and understanding what parts of your relationships, and this can be relationships to anything, relationships to your job, relationship to family, relationship to yourself, relationship to source, to spirit, relationship to, you know, anything that's shifting and changing and falling away. The old things that aren't fully supportive of you, are falling away, and that's very healthy and positive. But again, we're not quite on this even ground yet. We don't know what the new looks like. So yeah, connect with people that can support you in your process, and yeah, it's a beautiful energy. And then here we have the King of Cups, which is just like the total master of his emotions, right? He's on solid ground here, out in the water, which is the intuition, the emotions, but he's very solid, he's very strong, he's confident, he's able to take action and be in his power and in his emotions. He doesn't have to hide his emotions. He does not repressing his emotions. He's just like, yes, emotions are a part of my life, and I know how to honor them and support them and allow them in a very healthy way for myself. So he is just the master of it. It's a beautiful card for what we're talking about right now, because yeah, this stuff is very emotional. Allow the grief, allow the process, allow the happy. You know, there's there's some real exciting stuff happening as well. So, and that's okay. We don't have to, in loss, just dive into sorrow. You know, maybe it's a joyful experience you're having, and maybe you're feeling guilty about that. But no, honor whatever emotions are arising for you as you move through this process, or whatever that looks like for you. And then here we've got the Two of Pentacles. It's about balancing, finding that balance between all of these things that are going on, and what's a healthy balance for you in this kind of crazy experience, you know, this crazy world experience, life experience. So finding balance with all of that, allowing emotions, supporting yourself, finding activities that are supporting you, being around people that are helpful and nourishing, and finding that balance within, you know, really opening to that and honoring the process. And then we have the Justice card here, which is again more about that balance. And I'm feeling like just really honoring yourself in your process and being clear, knowing what's true for you, knowing what's right for you. I just keep hearing trusting the process, trusting the process. This is the justice that comes after like doing the work, and the support from the universe, you know, to really help us to be strong in our power and strong in our path and in our growth and moving forward. And then this is moving into the Five of Cups, which is just, again, so perfect for this. You know, he's really focused on the loss there, when right behind him he's got these two full cups that are nourishing and supportive. And yeah, so he's just too focused, though, on the loss to see what he does have, and to honor what he does have, and to be in his bounty and abundance and fullness and nourishment. So where might you be focusing on the loss too much, or how can you recognize when you are doing that, and then remember again all of the beauty and all of the bounty and all the positivity in this change and this transition, right? So it's kind of like a warning sign. I feel like don't focus too much on the loss, you know. And I'm hearing this all for myself too, because I'm really in this process. So there's just really, I mean, it's just a beautiful reading. Yeah, finding balance in all this craziness, staying strong in our passion, staying strong in what we know is right for us, following our intuition, which is guiding us through this loss and through whatever change and transition and transformation. There's a lot going on here, so just really feel into that, feel into your heart, and let it guide you and let it lead you through this process, and allow emotions, connect with others, find some balance, do what you need to do to take care of yourself, and honor the entire process. And it's not about like spiritually bypassing it, jumping to the other side of it. We have to move through and not repress our emotions, not stuff them down, and use unhealthy coping tools to deal with that. Overeating, you know, too much screen time, getting lost in stuff, you know, drugs, alcohol, any way that we like to numb out from this pain. So just appreciate it, accept it, honor it. I am hearing like connect with the earth, connect with the Mother Earth. You know, put your hands on a tree, put your hands on the ground, bare ground, put your feet on the ground, and allow the energy to just move down. Offer the heavy, dense emotions down into the Mother Earth, deep down into her. She can take that and compost it into just gorgeous, beautiful energies and frequencies for us to really support us in our process. So, and allow that beautiful healing energy of the earth to move through you and give you that nourishment and love and healing that she's so amazing at, right? So again, journaling, I just can't say enough about journaling and writing, allowing that process, allowing whatever needs to come through, and we get so much wisdom from ourselves when we write. We really do. So maybe try to find some time to allow yourself to write and just move through it, move through that. And pour your heart into what you're passionate about and what's moving you forward, what's sparking you, what is lighting you up right now. Why are you moving through these changes? Why are you making those decisions? Or why have they been made for you? Maybe you didn't make the decision, but ultimately it's for your highest good. And how can you feel into that? And just like, why is all this happening? How is it supporting me so beautifully? You know, just really opening to that. And I know sometimes that's hard. I'm very confused, like why that relationship didn't work out this second time around. I don't understand. I mean, I get it. I do understand, but it's sad to me. It's really sad. So yeah, and we both like, yeah, our hearts are there, right? But some things just don't align, and that's true, and that's fine, and yeah, and it's moving forward with, for me personally, my passions, trusting my intuition, you know, allowing my emotions, not getting stuck on what isn't there, but looking at all the beauty opening up in my life. So that's feels like the guidance here for us. So I feel like that's it. I just wanted to yeah, to connect with y'all. And my favorite quote from Ram Dass, I have it in my descriptions, it's in my email signature, it's everything. Like, we're all just walking each other home. So, you know, I truly just desire for all of us to know that love and wholeness and fulfillment within, and so that we can connect with each other from those whole, beautiful, sexy, passionate places. So, you know, just deeply connected to the Mother Earth, deeply connected to Source, and just really aligned, sacred feminine, sacred masculine, all in our hearts for that ultimate union, right? So, thank you so much for being here. I'm grateful for your presence. Like, comment, and subscribe, please, so I can get this out to more people. That's so YouTube catches the algorithm. I don't know how it all works, but I know the more interaction with the content, the more they share it with others. So I'm just so passionate, again, about all of us just being in our hearts and living a sexy, passion-filled, like, soul lighting up life. So yeah, thank you. Oh, and on that lines, thank you so much to those that have donated to support this channel. I am just oh my gosh, my heart is full. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just really, really, really appreciate that. And also, please check out my website for all of my sacred, sensual, sexy offerings and upcoming pilgrimage to India to really deep dive into that sacred feminine, sacred masculine energy and the union. And it's a very sensual pilgrimage. I'm very excited about that. I just had a little hummingbird like pop her face in again into my little bus, and it's so sweet. She's been doing that lately. I love it. Beautiful, beautiful hummingbird magic. Very magical little being. Let's see what else. Get onto my email list to see where I'm gonna be. I live in my Converge shuttle bus, traveling the country, connecting with all of you gorgeous, sexy, sensual, beautiful gentlemen. And yeah, so get on my email list, and I send out emails regularly about where I'm going to be and how to connect with you, and all the updates. So lots of sexy things going on here, and I look forward to connecting with you. Thank you again for your presence, and I'm just wishing you just so much love, so much love. Bye all. Hi, I ended the video and just realized a couple of more things I wanted to add in. Breath work. Oh my gosh, it's really powerful for moving emotions and moving grief, and just helping it again to not get like stagnant, you know, blocked in our energy body. So helping that to really move through. The breath work is really, really important. So you are welcome to check out the breath work in my playlist, and I'll link it in the description. Try to remember to do that. I have a guided breath work that you can use, or just find other ones that speak to you. You know, there's so many out there. There's so many breathwork videos. So that's a really powerful way to help move this energy again, so it doesn't get stuck in our bodies, because that's just such an easy thing for us to do. We repress them, we keep them down, and so this really supports the process of moving them through and out. And yeah, super healthy. And I also just wanted to say thank you to the Mother Earth and Father Sun, and to all of our beautiful cards and all of our spirit guides and helpers. I did not do that before we closed out. So I think that's it. So I'm just gonna edit this little piece into the video. I'm new to video editing, so I'm learning how to do this, so apologies if it's not the smoothest transition, but yes, I am not a professional. So anyway, thank you again so much for your presence. Bye.